Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Nolan. Welcome back. This is your first time tuning in. I cover pretty much all of the Winnipeg Jets transactions, and I cover all of the games, which there are none for a few days because the Jets now have entered their All-Star break. But that doesn't mean that the news has stopped. No. The Minnesota Wild have claimed from off waivers Declan Chisholm from the Winnipeg Jets. Now, we knew this. We knew this was going to happen. We just didn't know who. Declan Chisholm has played a grand total, I think, 4 games at the NHL level. However, he's kind of been the victim of a logjam on defense. And also, he was put in the unenviable spot of too good to put on waivers to drop to the AHL because the Jets knew he was a waiver claim risk, but also not quite good enough to play responsible minutes on the Winnipeg Jets. He was stuck in limbo. He did record an assist this year. He recorded an assist on goal this year, but that's about it. However, at the AHL level, he is a proven commodity. This would have been a big boost for the Manitoba Moose if he made it back there, but obviously it makes perfect sense why he didn't. He deserved to play either way, and I'm happy that with the Minnesota Wild, I imagine he will be getting a lot of playing time. Declan Chisholm is a guy who he's very good at moving the puck, I'd say this. This isn't an awful loss, however, at the same time, this is more a subject of the Jets, once again, putting way too much stock in Logan Stanley internally, rather than just admitting that he's a failed prospect and trading him for assets that are apparently out there. This comes back to Logan Stanley, because Logan Stanley is patient zero on a lot of the defensive logjam that we have. We've had to have 2 defensemen sit there just dying on, Stanley and Chisholm have just sat on the bench forever. Schmidt has actually, to his credit, played better recently, which has forced them to keep those 2 out of the lineup. But I'd be fine if Chisholm was the 7th defenseman. The reality is he can't be because Logan Stanley's the 7th because we aren't willing to trade him. That being said, I think this is probably the best move. This is a good move for Declan Chisholm's career outlook. I don't think he was ever going to get a real legitimate, it's not that early in the morning, Zach. Legitimate shot with the Winnipeg Jets, given how their defense makeup is. I think he realistically is even behind Ville Heinola and Logan Stanley. It's just the difference is Ville Heinola you can assign to the Manitoba Moose, so then all is good. Declan Chisholm is a pending RFA on a $775,000 contract. He was actually one of the latest holdouts. He was the latest holdout for the Winnipeg Jets in getting a contract extension done. Basically, probably as well because he had such a great year in the AHL. Just nothing came of it. Nothing came of it. It's a shame that the AHL playoffs were kind of put on hold in 2020 because I would have loved to see, in hindsight, Leon Gawanka, Declan Chisholm, Ville Heinola. That Moose team would have been so good defensively. Now they suck. But anyway, that's not the point. Minnesota Wild, it's kind of annoying that the Wild pick him up. Really, we could have went a little bit farther out of division, but anyway, I expected this to happen. I'm curious to see how he meshes in Minnesota. So, Declan Chisholm is a great puck-moving defenseman. He does need to work on his a little bit defensive awareness. That will come with time, though. That is something that does not happen overnight. Offensively, he has a lot of potential there. He's got a solid shot, a very good vision in the offensive zone, I find. And also, too, I feel like he makes a lot of easy plays in the offensive zone to keep plays alive. He doesn't try to force things as much, as well as he's just confident in knowing, all right, my guy's open there, I'll hit him there, and the play keeps going, and we still have possession. So yeah, all the best to Declan Chisholm. Minnesota Wild fans, I'm curious, what are your thoughts on this? Winnipeg Jets fans, what are your thoughts on losing Declan Chisholm to Minnesota Wild? Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget, please do subscribe and leave a like, and we'll see you next time.